All right. Whoa. For y'all who are not keeping up with what is happening with the world leaders,
Hi, baby.
whoa. So I have another prediction, but I am currently watching Status Quo News. Okay. By the way, they think very differently sometimes than I do, but I enjoy listening to them so far. I may not stay subscribed with them here on YouTube, but it's been quite fun listening to them and hearing their insights. After all, I am an independent, so I typically am able to get get along fairly well with both sides, provided there's not just hatred and really hateful words and stuff. Anyway, I have not watched what is going on with Mr. President and Mr. President Zelensky in its entirety. I'm currently actively watching it right now with via Status Quo News, and I have heard and I'm seeing that something definitely went down with our world leaders. I have a prediction, okay? I do apologize. I love my country very much, okay? And please understand that my prediction could be wrong. It could be wrong. I'm human. From what I understand, America did indeed instigate the war that Dignitary Mr. President Zelensky is fighting. I can understand how he might feel wronged in regards to that and a conflict. Okay, I'm sorry. I know that some people may unsubscribe. I know, and I am definitely sorry if you feel deeply hurt. Hopefully not terribly offended, but yeah, I've been kind of consistent on that. America did instigate this. No one is perfect, but that's a biggie. That's a big no, but nonetheless, America has also funded and provided amply. Here is what I think in regards to Mr. President Trump. In regards to Mr. President Trump, I feel as though when he sees Mr. President Dignitary Zelenski, he sees America hemorrhaging money. He does not see, he's not a racist. I don't believe he's a racist. I don't believe that he's a classist. I don't believe it has anything to do even personally with Mr. President Zelensky. I believe that this was not good from its interim and before Mr. President Zelensky even walked to the room. There was subtle hints that you could get into the mentality of Mr. President Trump, that his patience for the financial hemorrhaging of America, who he cares very deeply for, is very much waning. If I were Mr. President Zelensky, I humbly offer that I would have come in and been far more subtle. I would have played down my requests and played up the relationship that has been established, even though I may internally genuinely believe and know that America instigated the war in the first place. It's a smart move. It is a self-preservation move, and I think it would have been a wiser choice. Nonetheless, I would play on that more, because before I believe Mr. President Zelensky stepped into this room, it was doomed, because he was going to more than likely stay in the same vein that he had with requests. Mr. President's his patience with requests is running very thin right now. Please understand, this is just predictions. Doesn't mean that it's right. Hopefully I'm right, but or hopefully I'm wrong, right? But his patience with requests seems to be very much waning. He is trying to get money to America, not hemorrhage money out. He sees Mr. President Zelensky not as a someone who he is a racist of or classist of, or has a problem with his accent or his mannerisms or how he presents himself, but someone who is come to beg. Someone who has come that cannot give anything into America. Someone who has taken a lot from America and has no way of paying back and may never ever have any way of paying back. And who has an enemy who is formidable and competent, even if he may be wrong. He is formidable and competent, and if Mr. Putin were allowed to succeed, America would not have lost much money at all. So it comes down to dollars and cents. I don't think it's personal. Yep. I could be wrong. I feel as though I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how it's going to end. But there may be, I honestly don't know. I will keep, no one seems to be clicking on these videos, so it's not like maybe y'all are waiting with bated breath, but nonetheless, for maybe one or two of you that are, I will keep you informed, right, of what, if I have any further predictions. I just don't know how this can move forward. I think Mr. President is going to move forward with Mr. Putin rather than Mr. Zelensky to work forth a plausible solution. And possibly Mr. Zelensky may be strong-armed, or they will make these agreements without his participation. Yep. I don't think that it's even occurred to Mr. President Zelensky. You would think that if he has counselors, that they would have expressed these predictions to him. But I don't think it occurred to him that the situation, the scenario that he is in, he may have to be far more subtle and cunning in order to get anything accomplished. And many of the points that Mr. President said was right. And before I see the rest, I believe any heated dialogue coming from Mr. President came from the pinpointed place where, in frustration, Mr. President Zelensky, actually it may have been even more than in frustration, said, because he is quite upset, I do believe he's genuinely upset, that America will essentially find out, basically. And we all know what that means on the world stage. Mr. President loves America dearly. I've been very consistent in predicting that. I even suggested y'all should definitely vote Mr. President, because out of all the candidates you have, he's the one that loves you the most and will fight for you the hardest. So I was right about that, and that hurt him to his heart when Mr. President Zelensky said that. That like pierced his heart. And so if anything came from that, that is the point exactly when Mr. President went from annoyed, unfortunately, at this world leader to genuinely irritated, okay, and angry. So, wow. So that's all I have to offer right now. God bless, and if I have any more predictions, I will definitely upload them, even if no one watches them. I will. God bless. Everyone have an amazing weekend. Bye. I'm going to finish watching. I have not gotten through the whole thing, and I'm going to watch right now. Okay, bye.